She's the pride of Burnaby and Canadian soccer. Christine Sinclair has announced she is retiring from the women's national team. Belle Puri now with a look at the world's all-time leading global goal scorer.
To win it for Canada!
Christine Sinclair has led a storied career.
I could have never imagined the career I've had, and I could have never imagined where this sport is now compared to where it was when I was, growing up or when I first joined the national team.
Christine Sinclair!
In 23 years, Sinclair has played in 6 World Cups and 4 Olympic Games.
22 years in the making.
When she led Canada to gold in Tokyo, it was a triumph on the world stage and in her hometown.
And I just thought that was perfect. I mean, she just means so much to Burnaby and to Canada.
Christine Sinclair was always our favorite player because she was always scoring all the goals.
She just broke the record!
Goal number 185 landed Sinclair in the history books. Since then, there have been 5 more for a total of 190 in 327 games. More goals than any player in international football, men's or women's.
She's the GOAT, always will be. I can't see another one going to surpass it.
Sinclair's legacy, though, is about much more than scoring. She's ignited a passion for women's soccer in Canada.
She's somebody that's paved the way for women's soccer in this country for so long, inspiring us to continue to push, a professional league and a pathway for the women's side.
Sinclair will leave Canada's team, but not the game. She'll continue to play professionally with the American Portland Thorns, and before the end of the year, she'll hit the Canadian pitch for a number of farewell games.
Honestly, you can't play forever, and this seems like a good time to be done.
Belle Puri, CBC News, Vancouver.
Now, soccer legend and Burnaby's own Christine Sinclair has announced her retirement from Canada's national women's soccer team. She's the all-time leading scorer in international soccer. In 2020, the CBC's Michelle Elliott spoke with Sinclair about her 185th goal.
You said that goal 185 had kind of been on your mind for the past year leading up, and I'm just wondering, what still stays with you from that moment?
I definitely have the picture of the ball hitting the back of the net and just this sense of relief because I play team sport, and the goal record was definitely something that was weighing on myself, something that my teammates were bringing up, something that the media was asking every time there was any interview, and I didn't want it to be the focus come the big games, the actual games that qualified us for the Olympics. So it was a relief to get it over with, and very special to be able to celebrate it with my teammates.
And what is...
For more on Christine Sinclair, we're now joined by Carrie Serwetnik. She's a former player on the Canada women's national soccer team as well, the first woman inducted into Canada's Soccer Hall of Fame, and the founder of Free Kick FC and Equal Play FC. Carrie, Christine has played with Canada's national team for decades now. When you watch her on the pitch, as we have for many years now, what stands out for you? What made her so good?
Well, she's just amazing, right? In terms of goal scoring, her first touch. I mean, in terms of personal experience, I roomed with her many years ago when my career was at its end, and super quiet person, but on the field, I've never seen someone score so many goals. It can practice, and in every angle that seems impossible, over the shoulder or the side, some awful balls. And I think that, to me, as a player, what really stands out is, I'm sure many people have watched the game over the years. We don't have an attractive style play, and we did for many decades, right? We didn't have sort of the coaching staff that brought in possession style soccer. And so it was always a bit rugged, it was chaotic, it was, long balls over the top. But somehow, because Christine Sinclair is such an amazing force and player, she was able to take, the balls from the garbage and from the mud and find something extraordinary from that. She did that for years and years and years. And it really wasn't until John Herdman stepped in to try to change the style of play for the team. And so for her to be the leading scorer in the world with kind of the team we had is to me personally what is extraordinary about it.
You look at her accolades, and it's such a long list. Olympic gold medalist, two-time bronze medalist, CONCACAF champion, 14-time winner of the Canada Soccer Player of the Year award. You mentioned it, though. There's a quiet quality and perhaps it's a magic and a strength to her off the pitch. What accounts for that, do you think?
I mean, I can't really tap into her psyche right now, right? But she has sort of this quiet presence that's like a little bit uncomfortable, you know, because she's so private and, you know, you don't know what's going on there. But I think for the players around her, that's a force that, you know, kind of drives in this expectation for high standard, you know, but I think that's where she really brought in her professionalism is like, no, like we have to raise the game higher and higher and higher. And I think that her leadership kind of fed that mentality, right? You know, and I think the fact that she's so quiet was endearing to Canadians, right? You know, like she never got into trouble in terms of like things that she said and things that she did, right? Yeah. So that quality's lasted like 24 years on the national.
Yeah, with occasional flashes of fire, as we've seen on the pitch, perhaps remembering 2012, et cetera. And Carrie, what will Christine's retirement mean for the women's national team moving forward, do you think?
Well, I think it takes immense leadership to step down right before the Olympics. So I imagine her age, like people are just whizzing around her at high level speeds and just maybe knowing she's a step behind now, right? I mean, that's just a human aspect to it. And for her to step down and it allows another player in our country who is obviously very talented, be on the national team to step up and have their career, you know, shine, you know, and so it will be good for the team, you know, in the long run, because we need more future Christine Sinclairs, right, to develop their game. And she's going to be around. She's going to be helping with Project 8 with the new Pro League. She's going to probably have some kind of coaching position. And I'm sure we'll be talking about her for decades.
Carrie Serwetnyk, former Canada national women's team soccer player. We appreciate your time and your perspective. Thank you.
Thank you.